Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Jacksonville.
Fields it right around the goal line.
A dangerous return man showing it here. So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's... He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And here come the Bills. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They run for the first time with James Cook. At the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
His first carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll try the middle with Cook. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis from 21 yards away. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Down inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills going to take over again on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38, Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go, sit.
Lawrence from his end zone. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. They go play action with Lawrence.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Now Lawrence on first down.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
He was covered by Emo.
The kick by McManus is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville. And Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
Agnew now to return. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Jaguars go on offense first down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10.
At about the 32.
On play action, Lawrence.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This complete to Jones. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Etienne. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no thought of a return here for Hines. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give. It's Etienne off the option. And he'll be brought down. 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Back now in Jacksonville. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
That's Jim's stats tell the story as he was traveling at better than 19 miles an hour.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Another toe for Etienne.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Etienne up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Second down and goal. Lawrence, a quick hitter complete. It's Jones. Touchdown!
Zay Jones.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Throwing now, Lawrence.
It's caught at the 1. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown. Remain a 5-point ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 5. A minute 54 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. Allen. And this is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Allen. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that second half was a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.